before?
No, I could hear you, but it was like you. It's almost like you were like like. So I just kind of it was the hair. It got my ears.
You couldn't fucking adjust it, move it, like put the headphones on a different way so that your hair was out of your ears.
I could have, but it's kind of a moot point now, isn't it?
Hair was out of your ears.
I could have.
You make my brain hurt. You really fucking do.
Mission accomplished.
I hate you.
Oh my lord!
I had an interesting day, boys. So I go down to Middletown for work today.
Okay, where roughly is that at?
South of Harrisburg.
Okay.
Okay.
Middletown.
Down
Middle
below
of the state.
down by Camp Hill.
All right.
Okay. So I go down there and
down below.
most of my job is on private property today.
Okay.
Not like a residence. It was a freight yard.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down. So I go onto said private freight yard property. Of course, I have to go through a gated checkpoint to get in, right?
Yes.
Guy takes down my information,
Mm-hmm.
who I'm with,
Mm-hmm.
my license plate number, all this other stuff. So I go and I'm going about my business. I'm at the last pole of the job. And this clown comes up.
I knew it. I saw where this was going.
This clown comes up not in a big rig, because there's, freight jockeys moving shit around.
Right.
There's truck jockeys moving shit around. Guy comes up in a car, says, "What are you doing?" "I'm a engineer with Verizon. You're getting cable here." "You know this is private property." "Yeah, you see these poles, right? Read the deed. Right of way, I can get to these. I have legal right to be at these and survey these poles to do what I want. Do I need to call the cops?" I said, "Go ahead.
Are you kidding me?
Go ahead. Call them. I'll wait. How long are you going to be?" "Till I'm fucking done." And with that, vroom, gone. I hate people.
Oh, I know. And it was just some Joe Blow.
No, he worked there.
Right, but he wasn't like security or anything like that.
No, the security guard took my information and said, "All right, I'll see you when you leave."
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Well, the best one was a few times I've dealt with some of the local law enforcement down in that general area.
Really?
Yeah, like I'd be along the road doing what I need to do. And,
Yes.
Like I'm pulled off as best as I can.
Yes.
And I'm there measuring a pole, right? Running the sticks up the pole. Cop comes up, lights, hits the emergency lights, right? "What are you doing?" "I'm a field engineer with Verizon. I need to survey this pole because there's going to be a new attacher coming through." "Well, how long are you going to be here?" "Until I'm done." "What did you say?" "Didn't stutter. Until I'm done."
Oh, my God.
It's like they think you have a stopwatch on.
Yeah, well, no, it's like they think I'm there casing a fucking property in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's nothing around me but farm fields at this point.
Yeah.
I'm casing the joint with a stack of paperwork that thick in my hand and a 35-foot long fiberglass fucking rod. And my car is literally parked with my four-ways on 30 feet from where I'm standing.
You'd make the worst criminal.
I would. I'd be terrible at it. I don't hide. What happened to you?
All right. Wait, which part?
Well, that.
Okay. Well, rent. I was growing all that out for the rent fair. Did the rent fair. and got rid of it all on the weekend. Shaved the beard and mustache in the hotel room, and then on the way home, just stopped at a hair place and said, "Okay, cut it off."
You should have kept it.
No,
Yes.
it's hard to eat corn on the cob. And then when I'm eating my mustache,
You just went to some random place?
no, not a random place.
He went to like a fucking cheesy ass Great Clips or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my hair. It's not like I'm not getting like a permanent or something.
I go to Linda for this.
You have to. She'd kill you if you didn't.
Well, I mean, there's only 2 people that I've allowed to
Yeah.
touch my hair in the last
so
fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
Or last 10 years, and that's Amber and Linda.
Oh,
that's
boy.
it.
Yeah, so that was, it's just, I knew it was all going to go
Yeah.
because I was just growing it for that. And it's like, now next year I'll grow some more out for the fair next year.
I didn't know it was in Jersey.
One of them is. I usually go to the Pennsylvania one, but we're going to the Jersey one. Oh, you would have loved it. A religious revival set up right next door.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they were like, and there was a small
The old school tent
venue. No, there was like it was a closed pavilion, but it wasn't a large pavilion. I'm trying to think something you would know in reference to, probably like the pavilion up at the behind the pool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, It's not a huge, but they had the bass on this music pumped way up, and every so often. So I like to thank all the brothers and sisters of Christ for coming here and praising the Lord.
Oh, was it Baptist?
I don't know if they were Baptist, but they made sure they knew everybody was like Lord praising.
They're probably Baptist.
We were trying to watch this comedic representation of Macbeth, which that's our favorite play.
Yeah.
For me and Lisa, and between the Highland games going on at the next field, the loud bass music and religious speeches going on, these poor Macbeth actors had to scream their lungs out
Oh my
to
Lord.
do their bit. I felt so bad for them, but it was so much fun.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yep. And then we went to a baseball game last night.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It was
What a Pigs game.
Yeah, it was soccer night, which means there were hundreds upon thousands of children.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you said,
Motherfucker!
oh, it was the worst game I've ever attended. these little snot rags were just at the dugout bothering for foul balls and just running all over. The ushers were having a hard time like corralling them. I actually yelled at one point. I'd say, when he was like kind of shushing them away. It's like shushing rats away from like garbage on the streets. The minute you turn your back, they're right
back.
Yeah,
They're back.
So he shushed them away, and I just get a cattle prod.
Nice.
No parents anywhere. It was just screaming, yelling, and when Ferris came out, it was like the ice cream truck showed up. They just came out of nowhere. I don't know. They just surrounded the guy. I'm like, I felt bad.
Hey, Doug's here. What, Doug? What's up, Crackle?
Hey,
Hello, Doug.
Oh, we forgot it. Evening, Brian.
yeah, Brian didn't make it last
He
week.
didn't make it
Nope.
this weekend either, fucker.
Oh, well, we'll
What
wait
are you
for-
doing to him there?
I don't know.
You gotta tell him. Tell him.
He was cutting the grass or something last week. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
We are more important than grass cutting.
I know that.
Grass is gonna be there.
I told him that.
Well, I'll wait till we are off air to tell you this one. I had a little, another little incident, but we'll talk about that one off air. So, anything interesting happened with you?
The only interesting thing that happened to me was I am finally going to see Tool at the PPL Center. I got my tickets Friday morning, and it's November 7th, the day of Bella's 17th birthday, and she's going with me.
Nice. I looked into it because I was thinking of going, and Missy was thinking about said about going. I can't justify it.
Where were you looking at?
But by the time I got home and got on, the
Oh.
only thing available was secondary market tickets. And the cheapest ones I found were like $150 a pop.
Well, I got...
And I'm not fucking doing it.
I'm at... where we sat for Megadeth,
Yeah.
I'm in the lower section in the corner, so that's kind of where I want it to be.
Yeah.
But I got on, I got on at 10:02. I got put into a queue, and then it said once you select your tickets, you have, I think it was 5 or 6 minutes to complete your purchase.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you go to the site and everyone's on it, so the lag,
Oh yeah.
right? So I just want to, buy my fucking ticket, and page is unresponsive. What do you want to do? No, stay on the page. 3 times that happened.
Yeah.
I got my tickets in the cart. They were $125.
Yeah. The cheapest ones I found, and they were fucking top level, back row, were like $1.50 a pop.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking doing it. Anything decent was over $200 a piece, and I will never pay that for a concert.
No,
I won't fucking do it.
Well, the other funny thing is once you put it in your cart, you log into the PP&L center. And normally my computer at work saves my passwords. And it had some weird email address in there. It wasn't even an email address. It had the right password, but it just had symbols in for like my email address.
Uh-huh.
So I type in my email address, and it says error. Email or password does not work or does not match. I'm like, I put it in again. Error. I'm like, okay, fine. Forgot password. Check my email. I don't get a fucking email. Now, at this point, I'm under the gun. I only have so many minutes.
Yeah.
They never sent the link for my password. I'm like, okay. I fucking forgot password again. Look at my email. Nothing. I'm like, fuck it. New user. So I go through, enter the information. All my information's already in there. I just got to put it in my email address. I put in my email address. This email address is already taken.
Yep.
I'm like, you fucks. So then I just put my work address in, and then I was able to go through with it. But I'm like, ah.
Yeah. I would have liked to have gone to see Tool, but by the time I got home and was able to get on, it was nothing but secondary market tickets. And I'm not doing it. I refuse to buy secondary market tickets. I agree, Doug. Tickets should be like $50.
Yeah.
But now here's what's going. I just heard this today on one of my my morning drive shows that I listen to on my daily roundup. Live Nation, Ticketmaster, and StubHub, and SeatGeek, and all these other fucks are supposedly working on ticket transparency, where the hidden fees that they hammer the shit out of you with are going to be up front.
Okay.
And that's the way it should be. It should be all in pricing, not like when I got our tickets for Mudvayne. I forget what the face value of it was, but by the end of it, each ticket was like $62 after with fees, and I'm like, you know what? Fucking put that shit right out there. And how fucking dare you charge a fee when you're not giving me a physical ticket? I can't even print the fucking ticket.
Yeah, and they call it a convenience fee.
Yeah, fuck you.
Convenient for who?
The other thing was, well, it did actually, when they were in my card, I did see what my transaction, what the fee was going to be. But what I thought was weird is when I got my email, it basically said, you're going to receive your tickets 72 hours before the event. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Same thing with the Mudvayne tickets. Yep. You'll get your digital tickets 72 hours before the show. So essentially 72, or when we go to the show, I'm going to transfer you guys your tickets, and transfer Randy his.
I mean, I have the GNR ones on my phone already. I have the zombie ones on my phone
and
already.
then get up there and have no internet.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're going to do it here, because Montage is a fucking shit show as far as trying to get cell signal. And you're right, Doug. It should be fucking all in pricing. Let me know up front what I'm paying for the goddamn ticket. And places like SeatGeek and StubHub and all this other shit, it's nothing more than legalized scalping.
No, you're right.
Yep.
And the worst part of it is, Live Nation and Ticketmaster have their own secondary marketplace.
Really?
Yeah. They have their own secondary marketplace. What a fucking conflict of interest. And now they want to do this dynamic pricing bullshit
Yeah.
where, oh, well, hang on, this concert has more demand. We can up the prices. Fuck you.
And I had a laugh. I went into JT's office the other day and I saw Nemia sitting on his desk. And I said,
Enema.
that, yeah. Sorry.
I knew what you meant.
I know. But anyway, I mentioned to him that, I'm finally going to see them. And he goes, at the PPL Center. I said, yeah. He goes, I was going to go, but the damn tickets were too expensive. I said, what? Apparently, if you do a search for PPL Center, you get those stupid sites that pop up first.
Yep.
Yeah, he ended up accidentally clicking on that, and tickets were like $400, $500.
Yep.
And I said, well,
well,
I didn't pay close to that.
Like that, the Steel Panther show in Sailorsburg.
Yes.
It's a $30 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I went, I did a search for the Sherman Theater, right? And it took me to one of them fucking retarded sites.
Yes.
And it was like $100.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, the fucking meet and greets are only $1.50.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that happened to me one time. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I'm in the wrong fucking site, and sure enough, I was.
Yeah. Fuck that. Anyway.
And some tubby bitch is sitting on a chair with a freaking body made up.
Yeah.
Sitting on 100 goddamn tickets, and he's making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. It says, okay, only 4 tickets per purchase. Now,
they have bots that do this.
Right, and what I'm saying is, if they're using the same card to do that transaction, they should be flagging the card. Hey, you already got 4 tickets. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, they can't do that.
If there's any loopholes, these guys find ways around it.
Doug, I appreciate that. Doug said, hang on. Doug says if we want to buy some used condoms, he'll let us know the cost right up front. You know how you reuse a condom, right?
Turn it inside out.
And wash the fuck out of it.
Nasty. People nasty.
Dirty motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your thing. Finish your thought, Bill.
What was the start of it?
About these people sitting on a bunch of tickets?
Oh, no. They just... It's a cat and mouse game. Because, these sites, they figure out ways to keep the bots out. And then they just design something better.
But no, the thing is, Ticketmaster doesn't even try to keep the bots out anymore.
Yeah, they don't. But, I mean... they
and
don't even bother.
Who else is there?
Because Ticketmaster knows they're getting their money.
Right.
They don't care who's giving them the money.
I never thought I would say something like this, but fucking I miss the days of McCool Productions and going to the Bon-Ton or Boscov's to a fucking Ticketron outlet and buying a ticket in person.
Yeah.
Or God forbid, going to the fucking box office of a venue.
Yep.
That was...
And the music store in the Heighton Street Mall.
Yep. Yeah, I bought plenty of tickets there.
Yes.
I remember buying WWF tickets for a high school at the news agency in Lehighton.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I remember buying
80s, man.
I remember buying ECW tickets at Galaxy of Sound.
Yeah. And even then, even though wrestling tickets are still relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else.
Yeah.